welcome back to the After the Credits show.
How you doing? I'm Metal D. This is
Mike.
All right.
This is a Q&A video, Q&A number 4. So,
ooh, wow.
Yeah.
We're getting up there. We're gonna catch up the British Fist in no time.
No time at all.
No time.
The first question is, why are there not more reviews on your channel?
Okay, let me tell you guys something. Until you guys are willing to pay my paycheck and go to work for me or whatnot, I'll get them done when I get them done. It's kind of like video game making. It's done when it's done. I'm sorry, I got a job, so does he. We got other things to do.
I'm starting school in a couple weeks.
Exactly. See, we have lives too. Yes, we go see a lot of movies, and trust me, this weekend I went to a lot of movies.
You've gone to 2 and you have plans to go see a 3rd.
Exactly. So we will get there. There will be more reviews. We will get them out as soon as we can. But you know what? We have lives outside of this too. So as soon as you guys are willing to pay for us to do this professionally, we'll put up more reviews. Until then, you know, it is what it is. So
while we are talking about this a little bit, if there's some movies that are on DVD that you really think we should get to, leave those down in the comment section along with your questions, and we will try and get to those, because DVDs are a little bit easier for us to get to because we kind of maybe can just watch the trailer and refresh our memories on the movies.
Sure.
Alright. Next question.
Next question.
What movie did you pay money to see but tried to get a refund or walked out of because it sucked? That's from @3479.
I don't believe I've ever tried to get a refund. There was this one time though when The Exorcist re-release came out here, probably about 7, 8 years ago, and I went to the theater, and this is when they were still using reels, and the reels got messed up, and so like the 3rd reel was in the place of like the 6th reel, and they got all messed up.
Nice.
So I did go to management at that time and say, hey, you know what, somebody screwed up the reels here, but I went back into the theater and I watched the movie anyway, just because it was The Exorcist. And they ended up giving me, you know, a couple free passes to movies because it was their screw-up.
Wow, they gave you free passes. I've had screw-ups twice and never got free passes. We went to Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and the first 10 minutes there was no sound.
Oh, well, you know, things have changed. Actually, I got free passes last year when they did the release for the original Halloween.
And when I went to Rocky Horror Picture Show one year, the night before we went, and the film looped back and played like 10 minutes. So the second night, we decided, well, we're going outside to have a drink and a cigarette because we know what's going on.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's really the only time. I can't think of a time that I was that pissed off that I actually walked out of the theater and tried to get a refund for anything.
See, I went and saw the movie Josh and Sam, not a good movie, for a friend's birthday, and he got pissy and said this movie sucks, so we left.
Yeah.
And then I went to Good Will Hunting with my dad and my sister, and he thought there was too much profanity for my little sister, so we walked out of that.
Oh, wow. See, I've never actually walked out of a movie either. I figured, all right.
See, neither of those were my choice, because I've sat through bad movies in the theater.
Sure, you know, so have I. You know, I Devil Inside, you know, to say one. Texas Chainsaw earlier this year. Yeah, but never asked for my money back.
Intellectual savior. If you were the directors of a movie, which actors, actresses would you choose to play the main roles?
What kind of a movie?
It's your movie. You're the director.
What chick would I want to see nude? Keira Knightley. Yeah.
She has no boobs.
Yeah, still. Yeah. Wow. Who would you pick?
For my female, probably Amy Smart or Scarlett Johansson.
Oh yeah.
Maybe Christina Ricci.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson's a good one. Yeah. Jennifer Garner maybe back in the day.
Just because I'd want to meet him, I'd probably cast Jason Lee.
Alright, that's fair.
He's never really been that leading man, but I think in the right comedy role that...
But see, we don't know what kind of movie it is.
Well, we're the director. We're picking the movie.
Oh, okay.
We're choosy directors.
So is it a horror movie? Or
yeah, if you're making it, it's probably a horror movie.
Or an art flick, you know? If it's an art flick, they're definitely getting naked. You know, hey, it's just, you know, gratuitous.
Well, it's a comedy nowadays. That pretty much guarantees the same thing.
There you go. Keira Knightley's getting naked in my movie. Sorry, guys.
All right. What scary movie did you wish they never did a remake to?
Texas Chainsaw.
That's from Sassy Carter.
That's easy. Texas Chainsaw. If anybody saw that stupid remake that they came out with this year, well, okay, maybe it wasn't a remake, it was a reboot. But even the remake that Michael Bay did earlier, you know, and then they did Texas Chainsaw at the beginning, those were horrendous. Okay, what else is it? Friday the 13th? They should not have done that. They lumped all three of them together, and basically it just had Jason portrayed as a disgruntled pot farmer trying to protect his pot farm.
I will say I did like the remake of Halloween that Rob Zombie did. It just had a different style and flavor to it.
It was just, to me, that was just too much information for my serial killers.
Okay, New Nightmare on Elm Street wasn't great, but it was interesting. They had the right casting for Freddy if they weren't going with the original.
I guess you could say that. The makeup was pretty good, but other than that, the story was just horrendous. It was just, you know, there was anything that Michael Bay has his hand in, usually you could say that it's not worth going to see or anything like that.
I'm scared for the Ninja Turtles.
Good luck to you.
What are your thoughts on Freddy vs. Jason?
I don't have very many thoughts on it. I mean, it had some interesting kills in it, but other than that, it was stupid.
It was slasher porn.
It was just dumb. You know, needless. You know, everybody wanted to see it, so I think they just said, okay, well, we'll drug this up, we'll throw this in there. You know, other than a few neat kills in there, it was worthless.
You know there's a comic sequel to that includes Ash from Evil Dead.
Okay, so what is it, like a three-way type thing?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm glad they're not going to make that into a movie. But, no, I don't really have any good thoughts on that one.
If you can pick another two horror characters to be in a movie together, who would it be?
Well, let's see. They already did Predator versus Alien.
Yeah.
They did Freddy versus Jason, unfortunately. Two horror characters.
You know who'd be interesting?
Who's that?
Mike Myers versus Jason. They kind of have like the same MO going on.
Yeah. Or maybe Mike Myers versus Leatherface. That would be interesting because they're kind of like real people. They're not zombies or anything like that. They're like real people, whereas Jason, you know, was pretty much a zombie.
Yeah.
You know, and
I still remember National Lampoon's Senior Trip before Freddy and Jason came out. The best conversation in that movie. Do you think that Jason dreams? And if he does, can Freddy invade his dreams?
We found that out.
Thoughts on The Rock being rumored for Terminator 5 with Arnold?
No thoughts.
The O-Dog. What movie did you wait in line the longest to see?
Ooh. Probably Dark Knight. Okay. The first one, not Dark Knight Rises, the first one.
There's only two movies I've ever waited in line for, and that was Star Wars Phantom Menace. Yeah. And that was about a 10-minute wait.
Yeah.
And the midnight showing of the Simpsons movie.
Oh, yeah.
I got there early, waited in line. It took a while.
Yeah, you know, I only wait, don't mind you, I'm not one of those guys who camps out for a frickin' movie or anything like that, but Dark Knight, I think I had to wait in line for maybe about 20 minutes, but it was being shown on 3 screens, so I didn't have to worry about it. In fact, I think I had my tickets already bought, so I was able to get in, but I think I waited for maybe 20 minutes tops to get into the theater.
The first Spider-Man movie for a long time. Yeah. But I'm a Spider-Man fan.
There you go.
Your opinion on The Crow and should they remake it? Real JMC Productions.
Didn't they already remake it like 3 times with like 3
Those
different
were
actors?
Sequels.
That's bullshit. Those were remakes.
They were sequels.
They were remakes.
There's like 4 or 5 different comics. They were each different stories.
They have City of Angels, Wicked Prayer, whatever there is.
The one with Edward Furlong.
They're all the same story. It's all the same shit. It's the same.
Here's my opinion on them remaking it though. The 90s movies had a certain feel, and The Crow is a good representation of that. It was a dark, gritty movie. I don't think they can recapture that nowadays.
Nope.
You need somebody who has swagger and like this rock star quality about them. We were discussing, my friends and I were discussing this, who we'd want to play it, and honestly, we came up with Johnny Depp and Russell Crowe. Or not Russell Crowe, Russell Brand, sorry.
Russell Brand.
Yeah. They're interesting choices.
Johnny Depp, don't know. I don't know. I'm just crowed out. So,
James Villasenser, Sr. Yep. What is your favorite Brad Pitt movie?
Favorite Brad Pitt movie?
I can't talk about mine.
I can probably think of 2 of them that I really liked him in, and that was Curious Case of Benjamin Button, and one of his first ones that he did way back when, I want to say it was like in the mid-90s, called California.
David Duchovny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
I love that movie, and he was a heavy in that movie. Oh,
You know, I like pretty much any movie Brad Pitt's in.
Mm-hmm.
But Fight Club is my favorite, probably.
Fight Club's up there for me too. But those
Seven. God, this list could go on.
Yeah.
The Three Gaming Bros. Mikey, you didn't even like Kevin James and King of Queens? No, I've never liked Kevin James.
Was that a TV show?
Yes.
I never watched it.
It had Stacey Carosi from Saved by the Bell in it as his wife.
No wonder I didn't watch it.
The Three Gaming Bros again. I'm 18 and my Star Wars is pretty much Harry Potter, even though I know it's not as good. What are your thoughts on Harry Potter?
I didn't mind them, you know, for what they were, you know. I wasn't gaga over them or anything like that, although I did go see all but maybe 2 of them in the theater. I don't mind them. I like them, you know. I thought they were entertaining for what they were. It was also nice that they kept the core cast together throughout all of them. I mean, granted, the Dumbledore, I mean, they had to replace because the original one died. But, I mean, they kept the core cast, which it was kind of cool because you got to see them grow up, not only in the films, but in real life as well. You know, they grew up, you know, got older. So that was nice to see, you know, so I didn't really mind them. I liked them.
I thought it was good. I thought it was interesting that they made the whole book series in the movies.
Exactly.
I mean, how often do you get the same actors for that many movies?
Right, exactly. You sign them early and you keep them aboard. That's the way to do it.
All right. My phone is not letting me see the other questions. So I guess we'll wrap it up.
Is that it for questions? We have no more questions? Are you crazy? We had...
What are your thoughts on The Walking Dead?
The TV show?
TV show, the comic, I don't know. It just says, what are your thoughts on The Walking Dead?
I watch the TV show regularly. I think I've seen every episode. I don't, you know, I'm starting to get a little desensitized to it, you know. Just waiting for that one person to die every week, you know, and whatnot. But, you know, I mean, I like it through the first 3 seasons. It's going to be kind of interesting what they do now, you know, and I'll probably tune in. I just got a gut feeling that probably isn't going to go much further than this 4th season. Maybe another season after this. I think they're going to end up having to call it a day. But, you know, hey, people watch it, and as long as it's bringing in ratings, it'll draw.
See, and I've collected the comic since issue 1, so I've been a fan since issue 1.
There you go. You know, I just don't know. I don't know how long this zombie thing's going to be able
Honestly,
to go.
though, the TV show bores me sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, there are moments in which, you know, they'll have, like, 2 or 3 episodes that are really good, but, like, in the middle of the season, sometimes
there's a lull.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Yeah.
I don't need a zombie attack every episode, but I need something to happen.
Right.
Something of importance. I don't need to see Rick sitting around like, well, they could be coming to get us at any moment.
Yeah, exactly.
We
standing outside with his gun going like, okay, well, here they come.
Talking about stuff and things.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, there is
I got a question for you, though.
Sure, fine.
Tonight is the MTV Movie Awards.
Really?
Yeah. And I hear that your favorite band's getting back together. Are you excited about it?
My favorite band is
Yes.
getting back together. They brought back... No.
NSYNC is back together tonight.
I wasn't exactly thinking of them, but... Wait a minute. You said MTV is having a movie award show?
Yep.
They don't even show music videos. How can they have a movie award show and have it be, you know, relevant?
I don't know. They show like 16 and Pregnant all the time in Teen Mom.
Those aren't movies.
Inspiring all of you out there to go out and have sex and have babies. So you can be a TV star on MTV.
It's not, okay, MTV, you would think movie TV, if they're having a movie award show. Guess what? They don't even do that. Oh.
At least Twilight won't win any awards this year.
Although they might find a way to get them in there.
Oh, God, I hope
not. Anyway.
Since 2013...
We've been reviewing movies and answering your questions.
For your pleasure.